Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I do my peekaboos with a printed vinyl wrap. So you're going to take a tumbler, whatever size it is you're going to work on, and we're going to measure it. I prefer to do this on an already finished cup that I have on hand because once you glitter and epoxy a cup, it will be a little bit wider than a blank cup would be. So if you have one, this is the best option. Now, if you don't have access to an already finished cup, and you only have a blank, you can just add a little bit to the length, and that should make up for the size it'll be once it's epoxied and your glitter's on it. But I definitely recommend using an already finished. It just is much easier. I am going to be working on a 30-ounce straight AF from Mother Tumbler and a 12-ounce boozy from Mother Tumbler. And make sure you write those down so you don't forget. And depending on what design you're going for, if you want to do a full wrap, you're going to want to measure complete height. So now we're going to go to design space and we're going to get a square. You can get a square or a rectangle, either one is fine. And we're going to go up to where the little measuring area is, where you can type in the measurements, and there's going to be a little lock above there. Make sure that you unlock that. You click that, it'll unlock so that you can type in the exact measurements that you got from the cups that we just measured previously. Get your measurements typed in and put in there. And so now we have our rectangle. And now we're going to go get our other image. It can be whatever image you would like. I recommend a simple image. Today I'm going to be doing Christmas trees and snowflakes. And please excuse if you hear any sniffles. I am coming down with a little bit of a cold. So now we have our tree. And make sure now when we type in the measurements for the tree, make sure it's locked this time because we don't want it to warp our image. So type in whatever size it is that you would like it to be, large, small, whatever fits your design. And we're just going to move them around and place them exactly where we want them. Now you can do this however way you please. You can do them in a row, you can scatter them, whatever fits the design that you're working on. So just get those all in place exactly how you like. I recommend leaving a little bit of space between the little images and the edge of your rectangle. This will come in handy when we're placing it on the cup and we do the wrap. You don't want the edges to overlap your images. So now we're going to select all and we're going to click slice. And once we do this, this is going to give us 3 images now. You will have the original trees and the original rectangle, but you're going to get a 3rd image, and that will be a rectangle that has the trees cut out. And so once we get that done, you're going to go in and you're going to want to remove the trees and remove that original rectangle, and you will be left with your peekaboo image. And here is the snowflake design as well. Then we're just going to want to get that cut out, and then we're going to weed out the little images. I use a mechanical pencil that has a sewing needle stuck in it. That is what I use to weed. I absolutely love it. Got the supplies at Dollar Tree. I recommend keeping your little images that you weed out. You can use these later. Now we're going to go in and we're going to use a transfer paper because we have little cutout images. I use Easy Liner from Duct Tape brand. I get it at Walmart. It's $5 for a huge roll. It's just clear drawer liner. When you put that on there, you're going to want to squeegee the top and underneath. I use a squeegee that is meant for putting on window tinting on like car windows. I have felt put over the silicone end of this squeegee. This helps protect the printed vinyl so we don't get any marks or scrapes on it. So now we're going to do the hinge method to apply this. If you're not familiar with the hinge method, you will leave an end that is sticky and you're going to wrap it around and make sure it's completely lined up, and then you'll stick that end down that has the sticky part revealed. You'll see me lining it up here, making sure it's completely straight. doing my best to get it to the middle of the cup because I want an even amount of glitter showing on top and bottom. And now here you'll see me making sure I have this little hinge here, and I'll stick that side down. And then we're going to go in with our squeegee again. And we'll gently, rubbing it back and forth across, push our vinyl down along the cup. Now you'll see me pulling the backing away a tad as I go, because if you just squeegee it all the way through, sometimes those little bitty pieces from where we cut the snowflakes or whatever your image is will fold back or not come up off the transfer tape completely. So you want to make sure that you gently pull that backing away from those images so we don't end up with any folded vinyl on the cup. If that does happen to happen, you can go back and kind of use your little X-Acto knife or your weeding tool and fix that. So now make sure that you stop right here so that you can pull your transfer tape back. You don't want to put your vinyl over top of that transfer tape. So you want to pull this back so that we can complete the wrap. And you're going to see here that I accidentally over measured a little bit, and part of that vinyl is peeking through that little peekaboo snowflake. So we're just going to trim that off to make sure that our snowflakes only show the glitter that is on our cup. All right, here we go. Now we have it all on there. And here is the finished product. This is the Christmas tree one. As you can see, I used the tree that came out of the vinyl. Like I said earlier, when I said to save them, you can use them later. They fit in that decal perfectly, and I saved the rest of the trees for if I make anything else that has this theme. And the snowflake one turned out gorgeous. I used the snowflakes that came out along with some other vinyls to add some texture and depth. I really hope that this tutorial helped you guys. Please like and subscribe and come back to see the next tutorial.